Hello, I'm BXToyCat, and welcome back to Seed Sunday. Seed Sunday is a weekly series I run on my channel where I show you seeds, Minecraft, Xbox, and Minecraft PlayStation that are particularly unique and worth checking out in some way. And this week's seed is very much unique and worth checking out for two major reasons. I'll cover the most obvious one first, and that is this makes a great survival island seed, as well as a very easy one, because when you spawn in, you spawn on this island here, which fits all the criteria for a survival island. It has, the single tree you need to start a tree farm. It has, lots of, grass you can chop down to make wheat seeds, and even a bit of sugarcane so you can start that too, and even a decent amount of land to build on. But this is Survival Island Plus, and it doesn't just stop there, because there are other islands you can have access to, including a desert island, a mushroom island, a jungle island, an extreme high island, like lots of fun islands with lots of their own fun things to do. So there's exploration as well as the challenge, and that's why that's so great. But the second reason it's so great is this makes a great basis for a mini game, and that would be like kind of an island warfare mini game, because there's so many islands with so many different things. You could have two people at the top, two people at the bottom, or 3, 4, whatever you want to do, and you can make a really fun mini game. I'll detail more about that later, but first, please do like the video if you do like it. It helps out the channel a lot and lets me know you do like it. And the seed, if you're wondering, is IBX Pirate 27 on screen right now and in the description. And if you do type in that seed, you'll end up just over here on this island. So yeah, this is, the survival island, and you want to stay here for a little bit if you want to do your survival island challenge, start your tree farm, start your stuff, and even start building some stuff, because although you just have access to a bit of, dirt and a bit of sand, you do eventually get access to more, and if you go mining down below, you'll find a ravine, you'll find a few cool things like that. But after you go beyond this island, that's when the fun kind of starts, because just over here, you'll see that there is a mushroom island, so you can get access to your first mob, as well as some mycelium and lots of red mushrooms. There's a couple of brown mushrooms around the place, but it's mostly a red mushroom island, as you can see from all the giant red mushrooms here. And yeah, that's the first thing you get access to here. So you get some food, like a reliable food source there. As you go just up here to the north a little bit, you'll also find yourself a desert biome. So you can have access to cactuses, sandstone, glass because you have so much sand. Basically, expand your resources that next step forward, and that's really cool. Also on this island just over here, in case you're curious, there is also a mob spawner which you can later, mine down to at these corners just here. So if you dig down here, you will find yourself a skeleton spawner, which is always fun. Let's quickly just night vision ourselves. It's inside a cave, but it's not a cave that really goes anywhere, just in case you're curious. Inside the chest, you'll find yourself a name tag, a lot of copies of 13, 2 in this one and 1 in the other one, I believe, as well as some, bread, saddle, all the sorts of things you would expect. If we just quickly fly back out there, then I'll mention that if you head further to the south, you'll find a few more mushroom islands on your way. This one is just kind of a mountain with nothing on it. It's just like a, kind of a halfway point between this island and the next one. But if you head to the, just over this direction, you'll find your first massive brown mushrooms in the sea. And this means that combine that with the red mushrooms from before, and you can have a decent supply of mushroom soup just sitting there in your inventory. And it's very, very efficient in that way. If we head further down to the south, though, you'll find a couple more mushroom islands. Like, there's just a big cluster of them over here, which, again, you could, build these all into one island by just connecting them, or you can leave them be separate and just do something cool like that. Either way, it's like, it's very much an island kind of nation-y seed, which is something that, sometimes it can be annoying, but there's some cases where it's really, really cool, because you can give each of your friends an island if you just want to play normal survival, and, the way you get from island to island is, you have to get boats, so you can do trades and stuff like that, because I think there's a lot of cool opportunities to that. So, yeah, there's no new resources you get from these islands, but you do get these really cool, massive islands, way bigger than most normal mushroom biomes. Just look at this one. This is way bigger than you should normally have. Has this just massive mountain, and at the top of it, it's above Y100, which is just insane. This is almost extreme hills height, but it's a mushroom biome. So yeah, you get a very cool mushroom biome just over here, as well as, just a lot of these very close together. But more importantly, if you head further to the south yet, all the way to the opposite side of the map where you started, so it really is a long voyage that you want to, do in slow bits rather than all at once, you'll find a jungle island, just, kind of chilling here, doing its own thing, and this gives you access to some jungle wood, which is very nice, of course. A very nice little bonus. So yeah, that's this island just over here. A jungle, lots of cool stuff going on here. No jungle temples, unfortunately. I mean, no one expects it on a seed this small, but it's still, it's a nice place to explore. There's some cool things below it, all that sort of stuff. And then finally, just kind of close by to that, you find an extreme hill island. So yeah, it's really weird in a survival island seed to not just find one island, but instead to find 4 biome islands. The first one, the desert, this one, the extreme hills, and the jungle. But yeah, it's very lucky that this one does, which means you can find emeralds below this one, you can find all that sort of stuff, and if you wanted to, you could even convert this into a village by converting zombie villages. So this could be your trading island, because this is by far the biggest island It's very, very big, has lots of mass, and, you know, you can start building on top of the thing up here if you want. Also, it spawns lots of chickens. Like, every time I come here, I notice lots and lots of chickens. So if you like your chickens, that's also a great place to start bringing them. And finally, the island up here, you'll notice this one's pretty cool, because although it is just another mushroom island, this one is one of the easiest ways to link into Nether, because the Nether in this seed, the Nether fortress in this seed is very, very tricky to get to. You can see how that was. It's very tricky to get the Nether Fortress in this seed, because you actually, by the way, I've got night vision on, which is why everything looks so weird in the Nether. Let's see when that goes away, 2.49. But yeah, the Nether Fortress is really hard to access in this seed, because it's like, if you look around, you can see it's very, very hard to get to. It's not just easy to see, like in a lot of seeds, like it just hooks up to the wall here with nothing next to it. So if you want to get into it, the best way is using the island that I showed you. Hopefully I can find my way back to the portal at some point. Oh, it's just going to be over here somewhere. Yep, just over here on the right. So, yeah, while you're in here, you can get yourself access to, you know, some horse armor, some gold, some flint steel, apparently. There's a lot of cool chests around the place. There's a lot of cool blaze spawners. I think, if I head just over here, there's a blaze spawner, like, kind of in the wall here, so it's kind of already sectioned off. There's also just a, you know, a big wall over here that's just, it's part of another fortress, but it's still really cool to see. Like, this is a weird Nether fortress in a very hidden part of the world, and if you want to have access to it, also, the Nether looks so weird in night vision, but if you want to have access to it, then you're going to want to go ahead and make your island over there. So, yeah, that's kind of the overview of the seed kind of done with. It's a very nice Survival Island Plus seed, like I mentioned. But the big thing that I think this seed's special for, and the reason I sought out this seed in the first place, is that I think this would make for a great kind of, maybe minigame, maybe long-term, like, almost faction-style server, because if you split, you know, if you play with, 4 friends, 6 friends, how many friends, and you split them into, 2 teams, like one team at the bottom here, one team at the top, you can have, like, a constant war, or, like, a constant capture the flag, where, like, maybe constantly destroy each other's base, where each base has like a, destroy button on them, and, you could do something cool like that, because there's such a big distance between the islands. Like, it means that it encourages flanking, because it might be smart to take a boat and go all the way around the map. Wait, let's speed potion so we can actually do that. It might be smart to take, a boat and go all the way around the map so you can avoid the enemies. Maybe you have to lead one person to defend, and then, if they get overwhelmed by 3-on-1, then they have to be like, oh, come back and save the base. I think there's a lot of really cool possibilities to make like a pirate style game mode where, each side of the map has its own advantages. The bottom side has, the bigger islands with more wood, but the top side has, access to the desert, has access to the mushroom island, the moss spawner, all that sort of stuff. There's a few benefits to each side of the map. The top side also has the stronghold, which is interesting, and you could do a really cool war, I think, between top side and bottom side of the map. And like faction style piratey game mode. I haven't worked out the details yet. I might even try and run it at some point with subscribers, but I just thought that was a cool enough idea. Let me know what you think. If you're going to be using this, let me know too. Anyway, that was Seed Sunday. If you're wondering, this series does come back sometimes. It looks like the next update's going to take longer than we figured, so I'm like, okay, let's show you some seeds for the current update. So yeah, this is a Survival Island Plus seed with a cool faction-y pirate game mode included. Like the video if you did like it, share it if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I do a seed video of some form every Sunday, as well as a Minecraft video every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.